Hello and welcome. This is Diana, and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is Life Path 33. Um, and honestly, I'm just kind of in this full moon energy, right? And there is like this reflective state of like things are about to change, like hold on. And it's energetically, it's like kind of like if you had to go back into the matrix and you're constantly like revisiting or it's like re-manifesting, reimagining like what your life could be, or like what is it that is the good life, right? And so probably what you've had in the last 6 weeks is like this reflectiveness is, oh, you say you want this, even though this is a lower vibrational like feature. And it's kind of like there's a recalibration of like you having to say this or something better, right? And it's kind of like through the reflectiveness, like whatever it is that you're going through, right? That energy signature, maybe you are in a state of loneliness. Maybe you are in a state of isolation. Maybe you are in a state of defense, right? It's kind of like this honoring the journey into your own divine forgiveness, into like your alignment with the creator. It's honoring like the things that didn't go right and the things that did go right. It's there's reflective property or a recalibration of like your energetic signature, right? That's bringing you into like, what do you truly desire? How do you want to be? Who do you want to become, right? What are the set points of you living like your highest timeline? What's the vibrational frequency? What are you doing on a regular basis that is recalibrating your reality, right? It doesn't happen overnight. You have to consciously identify this is low vibration. It doesn't resonate with me anymore, right? And as you continually do that, or as you keep not necessarily vocalizing like the toxicities around you or the people around you, but it's you pausing in almost like a reverence of how far you've come, right? Because everybody is a reflective mirror of you. Just because somebody is showing you a toxic trait, you can identify it because you've been through it, right? Because either you had somebody around you that was it, right? Or you became that unknowingly, knowingly, right? There's some kind of a remembrance. It's understanding your base program, because they're showing me the matrix. It's understanding like the core base program of like how you were programmed, the how you always wanted to fit, and maybe you were an orphan, or you were in isolation, or you just vibrated differently than the people around you, than that program, that hub. um and it's kind of like that is going to be the key to like opening up this next doorway. Like this moon is coming in with this frequency of alignment, of like, how are you responding to the things that are happening? Do you know that like God is aligning you to your highest timeline? Like you asked for the timeline. For me, I really want a modern house, so I'm manifesting that. Um and I want a little farm. And so like for me, it's like I can have both. And so it's like, how do you want to vibrate in your reality? And what are the things that you're putting out into your own vortex, right? um and it's like by you stepping into, yeah, it's kind of like once you align with your understanding of like what they're showing. That's funny. It's like you're negotiating in the ethers your next spiritual contract, like, but in the reality, right? It's almost like if you finally understand the codes to the game, and you finally understand like that people are responding to you in X because they're trying to trigger Y, but when you get triggered by Y, you then pause, reflect, and then activate, right? And when you start realizing that you're bending the reality, and if you choose not to focus on it, it didn't happen and it doesn't matter. right? It's like you're actively choosing like the level that you're playing in. You're actively choosing. It started in Pisces season. It was like the releasing of whatever you were holding on to through your, it's kind of like passing the level, say like Super Mario Brothers or whatever. I think that's the easiest one to kind of understand contingencies or understand transmutation or understand like a shifting and choosing of levels. And so like you know the code, right? You know exactly what it is that you're doing. The death and rebirthing process, right? Like that shifting through mm, cognitive realms is what they're showing me. It's kind of like once you understand that your energy is a signature and your signature has a vibrational frequency, and when you're operating in a state of happy and contentment and love and prosperity, understanding that everything is working out in your favor, that people are aligning and there are good natured people out there, right? And you forgive yourself for all the things where you were in a reactive state of being or in your wounds responding, right? It's like through this releasing and honoring of your own journey, like you finally can pull in like your hopes, wishes, dreams, desires. It's the finally stepping into your vortex without any resistance. Yeah, it's literally like access to the state of self-mastery. It's the stoicism, it's the steadfastness. It's the understanding that like if you believe it, it can become. And people can resist or attempt to put resistance in your way, right? But if you are continually going, okay, I guess that was a contract I didn't see, like let's keep going, right? It's like you shift the vibrational frequency to from the aggressor to like seeing it before it comes, so then it doesn't even leave the house, kind of a way. It's kind of like you allow the angels to like kind of reconjure the what it is in your own divinity, like you becoming the creator, you becoming like the creator. It's kind of like an honoring of, they're showing me something like every single person that you come in contact with, like you activate them, like you change them for the rest of their life, right? And you may not quite understand the way you pivot their reality in such a fractal kind of way, but you literally are helping people level up in their consciousness or in their awareness. Or mm, they're also showing me like retribution, like it's kind of like standing in wait, knowing the people who killed you in other lifetimes or gave you up like did the same in this lifetime. And like that's also kind of an honoring of the journey, because it's kind of like the reflectiveness of God forgive them for they know not what they do, right? They're creating their own hell on earth. And so it's like you have to kind of honor the journey to your own self empowerment. There's some also some kind of an access gate point that you clear from behind. It's kind of like you clear the things as you are seeing threads of connection. However you're downloading this, right? Wherever it, I don't know if you guys like have like seen somebody you know, or like it's somebody you come across but you feel like you've known them forever. I mean, I've had a handful of those moments, right? I don't know what's the relevance to this. So there's something that is going to like interrupt you. That's going to be some kind of unexpected, it's like the state of gratitude or this heart opening, like frequency. That's just like going to be something that you deserve. Like something. It's like, it's this shift into a heart-centered like state of being. I don't know. It's like this, like in the void, there's some kind of a disconnection that's going to happen with the evolution of your soul, that's going to open up a gateway that's going to kind of give you insight or clarity to like this, again, this contract that you're currently writing. There's going to be like a push forward that's going to, it's going to kind of give you this recognition, is what they're saying. Like it's the frequency of alignment through like divinity. Does that make sense? Okay, so then I'm going to try to keep these under 15, and so bear with it. These are going to be like advice cards or insight that I'm not seeing on the board. Yeah, there's for sure going to be some kind of a gift, some kind of a state of gratitude, or like this aha in reflection of, oh, yeah, there's going to be some kind of divinity or gratitude. It's kind of like you are encountering somebody who can like help. It's kind of like somebody's going to help you because like they're essentially a soulmate to get you out of a state of away from jealousy and envy. Like whatever you've been experiencing in your reality, again, to make you feel alienated or to make you feel empty or in a state of lack. It's kind of like the ancestors are helping like this self-love out of it. They just said it's like out of this manipulation, this mind manipulation of jealousy and envy, of not enoughness, right? Or the lack thereof. It's kind of like it's activating your soulmate into like, as you're in a heart-centered divine consciousness, like you're activating your counterpart even more. I don't know who this is for, but like they're just saying like it's again, it's a brand new contract, and they could have Aquarius or Pisces, or they showing me sun and moon or flip-flop. um or it could have happened between those seasons or in those seasons. I don't know. Again, there's this balancing of the scales. So for those of you that are in financial lack, like, or you've had to endure a lot of energy where you've been in fight or flight because of financial lack, identify and breathe in, like from your feet all the way up to your crown, and allow yourself to just kind of shift your energy. And through whatever, if something in this resonated for you, I want you to just kind of look at where that lives in your body, right? Wherever there has been resistance, whether it's a tight jaw or a stiff back, or your, upper body is extremely tight, right? Or your neck is tight. Just honor wherever it is living in your body, and then allow it to fully release out of your field, right? Pulling in purple and pulling in aqua, and allowing yourself to kind of shift into whatever you desire, whatever you need to embrace at this time, so that you can get into a higher state of consciousness, or wherever there has been resistance, where there no longer should be resistance, fill in the purple in the auric field, right? Allow all of the holes, the rips, tears to be fully encapsulated in divine white light. And ask God to like open up your path for you, right? I say God, You can say creator, you can say divine, you can say universe, you can say all that is, right? You can name it whatever you want to name it, but it's you aligning with the energy frequency of being connected into oneness, stepping into your own divine creating role. And through this, like, they're saying it's like a divine devotion. It's through you allowing the honoring of seeing your ego and no longer allowing like the thoughts of another about you to impede your truth. I'm getting the inclination that it's somebody who is very much an empath, that very much forgives first, that very much feels like an outsider and has always been, and allows situations to continually break their heart, hoping in the process, right? But always being let down. And it's through like the divine clarity of releasing what's in the back, releasing and opening up like your shoulders and allowing your crown to fully like reset into your highest timeline, right? No longer allowing anything in you or outside of you to impede your forward progress for your highest and best timeline. It's kind of like understanding what is the next wave, what is the next pivot, right? And that moon that's coming up is going to be activating all of this. It's literally the influence for you shifting. So you can go into the shift saying, thank you. I am strong. I am courageous. I am da 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 da. I am abundant, right? Even though you don't see wealth, you are wealth. Wealth is coming to you. It says so right here, right? You pick the path. You pick the vibrational frequency as you're moving forward. And then you're literally allowing the divine to bend reality. It's through the frequency of, and maybe you are going to want to, again, work with lavender, work with violet flame. Allow yourself to shift your energy source creator. Because again, this whole journey is you with you. Yes, there are people who are like supporting actors, right? But they're not the main character. Like you have to shift into the main character of your own life. Do you desire what you're doing? Are you creating the reality that you want? Are you filled with joy, bliss, and happiness? Right? You can go to a 9 to 5 and still be in a state of joy, bliss, and happiness. And so it's like the honoring through the journey of your own reality and how you're truly manifesting it into being. And then the reflective will come. It's just kind of like this recognition or this click in vibrational frequency where you're no longer in the wobble. I think that was a lot of information. So if you're still here, thanks. Um, I want to get something for you to work with. Okay. Yeah, so they're just saying like through your awareness of like your thought patterns, you're going to start understanding like who is manipulating and who is not. You may want to work with fairies and look at your chart to really understand like specifically like what energy frequencies you're working with and what the planet is currently working with, right? And understanding the variation of that is going to help what you're projecting out into the world. um yeah, it's like clearing out past, present, and future, like through like your manifestations of vocalization of what you truly desire. And so like lean into that. I'm going to leave that there. If something in this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, be well. And I hope that you feel a little bit lighter and a little bit brighter. Remember that what you're experiencing right now is just a reflection of where you have been. You have the active ability to change your pathway if you choose to. You can do anything that you truly desire. And don't forget it, because the world is going to show you you can't. And your job is to transmute that and step into the teacher that you are meant to be, because every 33 on this planet right now is a master teacher for a reason. There is something in your story that you are supposed to get out. There is something that you are going to help. If you help one person transform their life into a higher timeline, that is what you are meant to do. And don't you forget it. It's core essence of who you are and what you are. Until next time, family, be well. Ciao.